What is up? We are back. We are back again. I appreciate you guys. For actually, no, I shouldn't say that. I apologize for for the wait. A lot of things what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Family was here. We had had to see the family. We was all in Buffalo. Had a little barbecue at the 4th of July. I hope you guys had a lovely 4th of July.
Crazy time.
Yeah,
Lit.
it was a crazy time,
Had
but
a good time.
um, we are back to talk about some more NBA stuff, and our boy CP will be joining us shortly, so we'll look out for him. But with all being said, it's been a Basketball for Knowledge. I'm your co-host Aramis,
I'm Ray Daniels.
and let's get right into it.
Yes, sir. We back. Back in action. Been a minute. Glad to be back.
Yeah.
Like I said, long road.
Exactly. All right,
Hey,
man.
hey, speaking of the 4th of July, I had a fantastic 4th of July for
Oh
our
yeah,
listeners and viewers. We had an
fantastic.
excellent time. Family, man. Family is, man, that's all I can tell you. Family, bro. Family
Family
was
is key.
good. Family.
Family is
Woo.
key, man.
Even Aramis went out to the spot, played some darts with us. All
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir. I went out to the bar, played some darts with the people. You feel
Yeah,
me?
some darts. I enjoyed the darts. That was the first time I played darts with you.
Yeah, me too, man. That's the first time I played darts overall, and it's crazy too
Oh,
because
okay.
while we was out there, got some fans in the building, man. They recognized your boy. I was like, wait, hold
Yo,
on, wait a minute, what's going on?
yo.
I
So
like
wait a minute.
it.
So now you don't say that I don't pay homage to the program because
I know
all
you
them
do. Yeah,
cats that you
I know
talk
you
to,
do.
and I've been trying to get them cats on, but you know how that goes. Sometimes scheduling
Yeah,
and things that. But it
of
did
course.
help when they got a chance to see you because you was a hit. Like everybody was like, "Yo, this is that." So you talked to a lot of OGs that day.
I did. I got some time to get some get some more knowledge in. Feel me? Because
Right.
honestly, so I'm gonna say this. So, I I know basketball, okay, and
Right.
I know I
Absolutely.
know I know there's always gonna be people that is older than me that have more knowledge about basketball more than I do, and that's fine. But I'm gonna say
Right.
this: some people have their opinions on how they feel about certain players or certain years or certain times about the NBA. So like your friends, they obviously like we were going at it about who's better, like LeBron and MJ, but at the end of the day, it's like we both gave up on our opinions on who we felt was the GOAT or not, and I like that back and forth. I like that because
Right.
that's them sharing their knowledge on how they feel about MJ, and I'm sharing my knowledge of how I feel about LeBron in this era. So
Oh, hold on 1 second, Aramis. Put me off 1 second. I'm gonna just CP. Put me off and put me right back on.
yep, I got you. Are you good? All right, yeah. So like I'm grateful for like just be able to like see fans stuff like that's like recognizing me like that's exactly what we want. We want to grow this establishment. We want to grow at a point where anywhere I go, I'm recognized because they watch the podcast, they pay attention, and they love what they hear and what we're talking about. We talk we talk nothing but the truth whatsoever. So honestly, I don't mind hearing you know anyone's opinion on how they feel about the conversation that we have. So just
Yeah. No, it's
like
good conversation because you got to remember at the end of the
yeah,
day, everybody brings value. Like you bring value to the
exactly.
conversation because you're LeBron. Like it's the same concept of why we're here, basketball truth and knowledge. You're old school. I mean, you're new school. We old school. So at the end of the day, we can learn stuff from the new school, just like
We breaking up, bro.
Hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you have is the value of opinions, and then we all are knowledgeable of the game. It's just based on the value of opinions about players and different things. And that's what the whole sports media thing is about. You have commentators come on and Stephen A. Smith and different people come on and they'll tell you their opinion of it based on the facts of what they present. So when you got a chance to go out, it gave you opportunity to fall in that regard where you was able to talk to knowledgeable people of the sport.
Right. Right.
Excellent. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I said, look at Aramis around here holding this on.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
I
Yeah.
mean, I might not know much about about how y'all know more knowledge about me, but at least I can
Well, no,
fit
don't
in.
say that. So Aramis, again, don't say you don't know because you do know. So don't discredit yourself. It's just that,
You're right.
you know, there's a lot of knowledge that you know that you might not be aware of, and there's a lot of stuff that you don't know, but you do
Exactly.
bring value to the table. So don't ever say you don't know. It's just that,
Exactly.
you can say, hey, the knowledge of the game. Now, who knows every aspect of the knowledge of the game? Some people do, some people don't, and here we are. But you listen. I sat there and watched you talk with Kareem. I remember my friend Kareem, he played overseas, so
Mm-hmm.
he knows the game. But at the end of the day, if you didn't have any knowledge, you wouldn't be able to sit there and have a conversation with him for over an hour.
Yeah, I wouldn't
You
be.
talk with him for an hour. So you ain't gonna have a conversation with that kind of dude with that kind of talent and knowledge if you can't hold your own.
Exactly. 100%. Yeah.
And they all said they enjoyed you because they was like, yo, they love to see the young guy because they call you the sports journalist. That's what they call you, the young sports
I love it.
journalist.
A sports journalist. I love it.
Yeah, they call you the sports journalist. Like
Love
Aaron's a
it.
young sports journalist, so we gotta get them young boys straight on the old school knowledge. See
Hey,
how
I'll
what I'm
take
saying?
it. I'll listen. I'll take any old school knowledge,
But yeah,
resources
yeah.
possible, man. I'll take all that and I'll bring that on the show. Simple as
So
that.
so so I did talk to Kareem. So Kareem was like that he will jump on. We just got to catch him. And
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
on a Sunday, maybe next time we could jump on and catch him on Saturday because he just had a lot going on. His family, he has some family matters to tend to and stuff like that. But he said he definitely get on. And so what we'll do is when he get on, I'll make sure we look up some stuff for overseas because he played overseas, so we can look at some of that. And he played college
Yeah.
ball, and so we'll get some information because I don't even know all of his stuff. I just know we played high school ball together at Seneca for varsity, and then he went on and played college ball and overseas. So we'll see if we get him to come on and be a guest on the show. Now that he knows the young sports journalist is looking for him.
We're just trying to get more light on the podcast a little more. We're trying to, bring it out there so people are like, okay, so like, okay, he got a pocket, man. Let's check him out. See what he's talking about.
Right.
I want some eyes and some ears. Going on the channel. But yeah. So a lot has happened in NBA. I've seen a small glimpse of Cooper Flag, doing his thing. But then Dallas ended up pulling him out of the summer league because he only played 2 games. I,
What do
I,
you think of that? What did you think of that? Because I saw him play too. So do you think it was a good move, bad move, or do you understand why they did the move for Cooper Flag?
I mean, he had one okay game, and that was against Bronny. He had one okay game against Bronny, and then another against that one kid who got drafted by the Spurs. I think that was the second game that he had against San Antonio, and then honestly,
So when you say okay game, what does that mean? What does
like
that look like
so
to you?
so like because he had 10 points, maybe about like 5 rebounds, maybe like a decent game, like he did what he could, as far as contributing to the game.
Mhm.
So, but like when I heard that he's being pulled from that, I'm just kind of confused as to why you do that. Like he's a rookie. I mean, I understand he's great. I understand he's the number one, but like any number one wouldn't be just get pulled by NBA team. They would just
Okay.
they would just let them play their full summer league and then see how that goes. But I guess
Sure.
that
Mm-hmm.
but
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
I guess that whatever Mavs see in Cooper Flag, and they just like, you know what, we seen enough. Let's pull him in. I guess what they saw within those two games that he's got a good blocking game. He can score really well. He can assist, rebound, shoot. I feel like that's what Mavs has been looking for, or something like that. And I guess they saw what they saw, and then they pulled him out. That's the first I ever seen that happen, to be honest. So your thoughts?
So here's the deal.
Okay.
It's good and it's bad for a fan perspective that you want to go to Vegas and see all the rookie play in the summer league. You can see all the upcoming talent, this and that.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing about that. When you have Cooper Flag, when you got what's the other boy that came from Rutgers? What's the number 2 draft pick name?
Oh, I forgot his name. He was like
Harper's son. Harper.
Yeah, Harper.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Harper's son.
Dylan Harper.
Dylan Harper. There you go. So
Dylan
Cold
Harper.
Boy too. So to me, it goes like this. There's 2 rounds in the NBA draft, right? 2 rounds, right?
Yeah.
So with that being said, to me, the top 5 players, that's the top 5 best of the college. So now you have to look at, okay, now out of the top 5 best, let's go to Cooper Flag and Dylan Harper. We know what they can do.
Mm-hmm.
They've already played in all kind of summer leagues, this and that. And so the summer league is really to say, hey, these are the rookies. We're gonna see how they do against the other rookies, and it's a chance for them to get their feet wet on the next level. But when you have a person like the top 3 draft picks, no matter what it is, the top 3 draft picks to me are the best of the best. And so it comes to the point where it's a business decision, because why would I play Cooper back after 2 games? He's already scored 10 points, and that's him not carrying. I'm not the offense. When them teams put together, it's not revolving around him. They just get out there and run plays and sets. Nobody's the number 1 or number 2. So he was able to go in, get in his limited minutes, because at the end of the day, why are we playing you the whole game? Because we need to see everybody on the team so they can get looks to make the team. Cooper Kupp is already on the team, and most likely he's going to be a starter. So now at that point, and that's for the first 3 draft picks. Dylan Harper, Cooper Flag, I don't forget who the number 3 was, but those dudes are probably going to be starters on the teams they were drafted from off the gate. So once they get them in, it's the politics part. I have to play them because we want to get, we do run a summer league for the fans to see. So yeah, Cooper Flag played in 2 games. We took a business decision to pull him, and it was more because at the end of the day, he's very competitive. I don't want him to go in here and do too much. And at the end of the day, it's a liability if he get hurt. Right. Bottom line. So now when you get past the top, go down the list. If you have the draft selections, at what point in the draft does some of those selections become where he's not going to be a starter? That's where now you want to see, can he get in and make the team, and where he's going to be his role in the team. So when you go to those picks that's not going to be instant starters, you have to look at that liability. I can't afford for them to get hurt. Cooper Flag is going to be an instant starter with Dallas. Dylan Harper is going to be an instant starter. Who drafted him? He went to what, Atlanta?
No, he was Spurs.
Spurs. Dylan Harper is going to start. Listen to me, to my Spurs. I love the Spurs. That's my team. He's going to start.
Yeah.
So just think about it. Anybody that's going to start on the team that drafted him, you already have invested stock in this individual. So at some point, it's a liability to keep them out there with kids that's going to be playing to make sure they can even to solidify a spot on the team that drafted him. That's the reason.
Okay. Just give me a second. I'm trying to look at the draft. The draft class.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me go to ESPN. Oh no, not for no. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, just look at round one. Well, even this round one. Well, if you pull up all of it, doesn't the whole point
Yeah,
is
that's what I'm trying
the
to do.
first the the second round is probably not going to be starters.
Mm-hmm. Jeez. All right, so first round, obviously we know is Cooper Flag to the Mavs, Dylan Harper to the Spurs, and
Starter.
you got VJ Edgecombe. He's with the 76ers. Um he came in at third. He's from
He probably
Baylor.
going to be a starter.
Yep. You got Hornets. You got Con.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Duke.
Hornet's definitely going to be a starter in Charlotte.
Yep. Jazz. They just drafted Ace Bailey. He's from Rutgers.
He's going to start. Be a
Wizards got
dog.
Wizards got Trey Johnson from Texas.
Mm-hmm. He
I'm
probably going to start.
Pelicans drafted Jeremiah Fears. He's actually really nice.
He's going to start.
He's
But you
in
understand what I'm saying now. You got to look at it, Aramis. You're a basketball journalist. So with that being said, some of these decisions is not based on fan base. That's not a
no.
fan base decision. That's a business decision.
Yeah, and I'm at like if you're a team, right? Let's say you're the head manager of your team, and you gotta scout through the whole draft class, and you gotta figure out what pieces do you need that's going to fit best with your team. Like what is that missing piece that you need? And you as a head coach, you already know what that piece is. So you just
Mm-hmm.
gotta go through that list, scroll, and figure out what you want. And then of course, whoever's the top, the top team is always gonna pick that top first pick. Always. Just like Dallas. We knew Dallas was gonna get Cooper Flag because they won the lottery pick and they were the first team up there and they got him. Same
Right.
thing with Spurs. Spurs
And, and you got to remember too, Aramis, when you have a draft, right? It's NBA, NFL, NHL, MLB. Whenever you have a draft, it goes by most valuable player on the board, and then you go down.
Exactly.
So, as a team, if you're the number one pick, of course, the number one person on the draft board you're going to take because he's going to help your team no matter what. But then as you get down the list, sometimes you run into a situation where you say, "Well, hey, I the you." So when you look at mock, you ever see the mock boards? When people have mock boards, they look at who's the best available player, who's the best player on the board, far as what's left, and then you got need. So sometimes a situation you could say. So let's say if you're like, let's just say you're Philly.
Yeah.
We got a whole bunch of guards. We don't really need a guard. So
Yeah.
now the best player on the board may be a guard, but we don't need a guard. So let's say we're at draft number 27, and the 27th best available player on the board is a guard. Well, I don't need a guard. So now I got to go back and say, well, maybe the 32nd best player on the board was a center, but that's what I need. So you see the difference where it goes need versus what's the valuable on the board. And so you start to play that game as you get deeper into the draft. But when you're the top five, most likely you're going to be able to cover what you need no matter what in them top five players because they're going to be an impact player is what you call. What is going to be the top impact player? And then it gets more into need. Because my thing is, let's say Cooper Flag is what is Cooper Flag? A 4 or 5? He's a 4, right? Stretch 4?
Mm-hmm.
So if let's say you had a stretch 4 already, that's a starter, and Cooper, and you got the number one pick. You think you're not going to take Cooper Flag? And he's the number one rated on the board? You damn right you're going to take him. And you're just going to have two. You're going to have 2 stretch 4s now.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? But now, if you had the 27th pick, let's go back to that, the 27th pick, and you have a need for a guard, you're not going to pick that stretch four now. You see how that worked? Because the stretch four already got one. But at the end of the day, if I can add another one, and he's the number one prospect in the country, it only makes sense for me to take the number one prospect to add to the value. I just have to move the positions around. But when it comes down to need, as you get deeper in the draft, you try to address the things that you need. Just like the Spurs. The Spurs went and got they got the Dylan Harper first, then they went and got the rebound dude. What's the other guy that got deep in the draft? So they got two steals.
Oh yeah. Let me look that up real quick.
Because that's my I forget, and I love this brother. That's my guy. The alien. Come on now, they got a steal with that dude. He's a defender.
Yeah, they got Carter Bryant from Arizona.
There you go.
He was the 14th pick.
Yep, and he a defender and still can shoot the rock.
Yeah, I seen his highlights. I'm like, yeah. This dude, he gonna be something special with the Spurs, man.
Yeah.
Same thing with Dylan Harper, man. Like with him, De'Aaron Fox, Carter Bryant, and you got Wemby, and you feel me? And on top of it, you still got Stephon Castle. Like, come on, now, man.
Listen, when the season starts, you're gonna see me with my Spurs gears on.
Hey, listen, come on the show with that, dog. What do you mean?
The season starting now. I'm put my Spurs gears on. We're like, let's get it. So I might have to go. I might have to go to San Antonio and go visit a game. Go see a game down there.
Oh, actually, you could probably catch Wemby because Wemby is available to play the start of the season now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna catch him. Remember, I went to see the first time I went to see Wemby was on my birthday when they played the Cavs last season.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did tell me that. You did.
Yeah, man. That's the first time I seen him play. They lost, because the Cavs, they got my guy over there. He killing it. But at the end of the day, I knew then. I said, that's my guy right there. Listen, you can watch the TV shows and the sports clips, but when you see that dude in person, Aramis, I promise you, it's something different. Promise you, the man can handle. Oh man, something special.
Exactly.
But does that make sense to how I was trying to articulate to show you that, yes, they took Cooper Flag out, and that's not a fan decision because the fans want to see the boy play in the summer league. But at the end of the day, can you fault the league? I mean, can you fault Dallas for doing that? What's the sense? What's the sense of Dallas playing them in the summer league to show what?
I think,
I'm just asking you. I'm asking you as the basketball analyst, and then I want you to. I'm gonna give you this question, and I want you to give me two answers. I know the answer from a fan because you just gave me the fan, but give me the answer from both perspectives. Do you understand why he did it from a business perspective, and then from a fan perspective about the Cooper Flag pulling him in the second game? What are your really thoughts on that? If you break it down from both positions.
Well, I mean, it's pretty rare for me to see a NBA team take a rookie like out of playing 2 games out of a league, and then then wait till the season to start and then give him the starting role. But I mean, like the way how Cooper Flag is, and I feel like it's not a good idea to take him out because this is his first time in a grown man league. This is his first time, so you still want to see what he's capable of. So him only playing 2 games is not enough. I feel like you should at least give him the whole summer league and see like the same how they did Dylan Harper, because Dylan Harper is still doing it. Like, and then like Brownie's back in it too. Brownie's been doing really good as well. But if you go to Cooper Flag, it's like like the minutes that they're giving him, it's like at least 34 or 30 minutes top.
Mm-hmm. How many minutes is Harper getting?
They didn't really show.
On average, on average, he probably playing about 20 minutes a game.
Dylan Harper. He's getting like 20. He's getting 20 minutes per game in summer league. He played 2 games totaling 42 minutes. According to Bleacher Report, he played 17 minutes in one game and 25 minutes in another. So he just basically like in total is 42 minutes. So
Yeah, so
basically,
that's about right. You know,
yeah.
they
So
just let him get his feet wet.
exactly. So and but
But
but but
but let me just say this. So when you just said that you want him to play because he's playing on a grown man level,
right, you're right.
yes, and the summer league is that yes and no because they do have some sophomore kids like been in the league 2 years like Bronny and some players like that. So those players, yeah. So you got to look at it from two perspectives. All the kids that got drafted, Cooper Kupp is the top player out of all of them.
He
And
is
hear
top.
me out. He's the top player, right? He's the top player. So I have nothing to prove. There's no big man, grown man game when it comes to them because he already the number one out of all of them. So now the only players that you could say is more experienced in would be the sophomore players like Bronny and whoever else is playing in the summer league. And so now you got to remember, if you look at the league itself, those players is playing in the summer league for more developmental work would be Bronny and some other players. So that means that's the lower echelon level of players in the league itself. And so now with that being said, the first game was the big hype was who? Cooper Flag against Bronny. Right? That was the matchup highlights. Bronny, a second-year player, going against the number one player in the college coming out. So Cooper Flag has nothing to prove to Dylan Harper and all them. That's just like a collective all-star kids who made it to the league. He don't have nothing to prove to them. I'm already the number one guy over all of y'all, Dylan Harper and everybody. So the only people that he would really be competing with to say, for what you said as the grown man that's been in the league would be the sophomore level kids or second year kids who's actually the lower echelon of the league itself. They're letting them play summer league so they could get more developmental and more burn against the top heats coming in. So now he played against Bronny and Bronny played them, and that's the matchup. And at the end of the day, if I was to ask you this, do you think the Cooper Flag is the best I'm not going to say best. Let's not say best. Do you think Cooper Flag will be in the top 5 of the whole entire league right now with just 2 games?
Are you talking about?
And then you got to put it on projection.
Well, I mean, I could say he's winning Rookie of the Year this year.
So listen what you're saying. So now listen what you're saying. So with that being said, he's already past all of the kids that's in this draft. We already know he's number one still. Now, if you take those second year kids that's playing in the league, how many of them do you think he's even better right now?
I feel like
with the Bronny class.
I feel like he's, and I'm not sure people.
If not all of them.
Well, I'm pretty sure people are going to come in my head about this one, but I think he's better than Bronny. I think
of course
for me he
no
showed,
disrespect to Bronny.
Yeah, Bronny, I got all respect for you, bro, but I feel like Cooper Flag got it. I feel like he can compete with Cooper Flag is that kind of player where he can compete with his own class and with Bronny's class. I feel like he can compete with anybody in that class. He's just that good at a point where he can compete with anybody.
Right, and there's nothing wrong with him. But you're just telling the truth. That is the truth. Exactly. That's the truth. So now listen to what you just said. So now with that analyzation just went over, let's go back to the question. Why keep him in? No more than appease the fan, but there's really no need to put him in because now you want to, as an owner, why do I still run the risk of him getting hurt? Because that's my biggest fear. Okay. Even Dylan Harper, his minutes should be dropped. And that's why I said 20. He paying half the thing because at the end of the day, it's nothing for me to prove. He not playing with the big boys. You playing with the lower echelon of the league. No disrespect, Bronny, this and that. But at the end of the day, my player is already competing with you, a second-year player, and he ain't even played one NBA game officially yet. Cooper Flag ain't playing in the summer league next year. I promise you. Dylan
Yeah,
Harper ain't playing in the summer
they
league
ain't
next
playing in
year.
summer league
They're
thing.
not going to
No,
be they're not going to be the low echelon of players in their second year. So now let's get back to the question. So now that maybe help our fans and you, Aramis, to understand at the end of the day, it's the business. And I got to look at that league is set for them players to say, hey, you know, now we can separate the wood because now you can say, hey, Cooper Flag, you were number one draft pick. And yes, you're the number one best player. I was the number 32 player, but I really probably can show playing with the higher level kids now in the summer league because we have the best of the best out of the draft. And we got the lower echelon of the league playing in the summer league. And now I can catapult my stock because now I could be the 27th pick in the draft and I'm playing against Bronny and them second level kids. And I might be saying I'm just as good as them. And they've been in the league 1 year. So that's what the league is really about in that regard before Cooper Flag. What's the sense? Even
exactly.
Dylan Harper, you watch as the league go, his minutes will decline. Because what are you playing him for? You play him 20 minutes now and look at his stats. How's he averaging right?
I
Because
got it
Cooper
right.
Flag got 10 a game and some assists, and they pulled him. So let's look at Dylan Harper's stats.
Real quick shout out to CP in the building, man. CP,
Hey,
what's
it's
going
been a
on with you,
while.
bro?
Been a while. I'm
Yes,
back.
sir. Yes, sir. Been a while.
You breaking up a little bit, Amos. You breaking up a little bit.
Can you hear me?
I can.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Stop
Yep,
showing me.
I
I'm
hear you
just
clear now.
listening
Go ahead. What
to
is the
your take
stats?
on that. On the so we on summer league, huh?
Yeah, I'm summer league right now. Hold on. It's not showing me his actual stats. So let me do this real quick. Dylan
Mm-hmm.
Harper, summer league stats. So his last game he had like 16, 6, 2, and 2, and 1. So probably like 20 a game, maybe at least 16, maybe about 16 points a game. Well, oh, he probably cut out his
Yeah,
internet.
he cut out, I
Yeah.
believe.
But
On YouTube.
I mean, so CP, I want your input on this too. I don't know if you caught up to NBA as much as we do. I mean, I've been slacking lately. Um,
Yeah, I'm the resident sports better on the on the podcast. So I've been putting down a few dollars here and there on the summer league.
yeah.
So I kind of been keeping up with it a little bit.
Okay.
And
So
but I spot on. I heard what you were saying about I guess the top picks playing, whether they should play or not.
yeah. So do you think it was wise enough for the Mavericks to pull Cooper Flag out of the summer league when he only played two?
Absolutely,
You,
absolutely,
you,
man.
you think it's
This
okay
is
for that to happen?
yes. Summer league is
Okay.
bigger than ever. It's for entertainment now. It's not really
100%.
for it's not really for your top picks. I mean, the money's too big. That's if you really
Money
want to
is,
break it
yeah.
down to the whole situation. The money, the game is different. The money is too big. The TV contracts are too big for the NBA. The player contracts are too big for the teams to go ahead and risk the top pick or a top pick, especially the top pick out there in summer league. Yeah, you throw him out there for a couple games, let him get his feet wet, and because you know that it's really not NBA talent. First few
Mm.
games of summer league, you're gonna get the top picks playing and some of the top second year guys. But towards the end, like today, for instance, you probably gonna get what's equivalent to like the seventh rounders or the undrafted free agents playing in football, like that fourth last preseason game kind of thing. So absolutely, man. You know how many jerseys the league has sold? You know how many jerseys the Dallas Mavericks have sold? And speaking of them, would you risk it? I mean, they're just now getting their fans kind of back for Cooper Flag. Imagine them
Yeah.
messing this up. I mean, you could, so absolutely, man. And summer league's not the NBA. The NBA is a long season, and you are a rookie. You know what I mean? That's a
Yeah.
long season. So
It's 82 games top.
82 games. You coming from college
Literally.
already. I mean, summer league, that it's just gotten like it was. I don't even believe they had summer league back in the day. You know what I mean? That's something that's just got wildly popular now, especially now since they put it on television.
Yeah.
But it's just content for the NBA at the end of the day. So why would you have your rookie out there, man? Again, everything goes back to money. Everything. So
100%.
these dudes are getting contracts, his rookie contract. I mean, just salaries now. You know what I mean? You're paying these guys. I have to. No. You're not playing after that second game. We let you go, cool. You bust your little ass. Now come on back, get right, because training camp coming soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
And those guys already play a lot of basketball, man. Think about it. That dude went from AAU probably year round from the time he was like 8 straight to Duke, boom, boom, NCAA, straight through that. You know what I'm saying? Now straight through NBA pregame combines, pre-draft combines, and boom, boom, boom. And now you went straight into summer league. When do you take that break? Because now you did all that to help you get to your ultimate goal, which is the NBA. And now the NBA is here. You know what I mean? So now you have to elevate your thinking. Like, okay, I made it here now, so I need to work smarter and not harder. You know what I mean? It's a marathon and not a sprint. You know what I mean? Especially in the NBA. So wise choice by the team. Wise choice. I'm sure the league made a phone call too. The league's cool with it. And I heard you speak with Dylan Harper. All those top guys, man. If I took you, period, especially the lottery. But if I just felt you was an important player for me, period, I might take you second round, man. I leave that to some league for the guys that come over from Europe. And you know what I'm saying? People trying to make the league, leave that for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, because I was able to see 2 games of Cooper Flag play, and his style of the game is phenomenal. The way he can score the ball, the way he can facilitate the ball, to his teammates. He can, he can rebound, block, defend, and offensively, like his game is phenomenal, and I love it. And the fact that Dallas picked him up, and they're and I'm sure you heard me, Uncle Ramon said that he's highly a starter for Dallas. Same thing as Carter Bryant and Dylan Harper. Those two are on that roster lineup.
Those in the lineup. They made the team.
They made the team.
And it's just like I said, man. It all goes by money. And then speaking of like Cooper Flag and a lot of these top players, that's probably been not only playing AAU circuit their whole life, but once they got to college, a lot of them played in the USA on the USA teams, under 18, under 17, under 16. And so that's more basketball. And then you look at Cooper Flag, what more do you need to see? He's been playing the last couple summers against NBA players, not just in open runs, but just like the team that Team USA practiced against. So you saw that where he's busting their ass. I mean, those are pros. These are not summer league guys.
No, these are like all-star dudes.
So what else do I need to see? I don't need to see you trying to get acclimated to an NBA game when you've been practicing and literally playing against NBA players, the top guys here. So you kind of see what I'm saying on that. So that's another aspect that people are not thinking about. Why do I just threw him out there for the first couple games for him. If I'm the organization, that's all that was for. Not for him to just for him, just you made the NBA. Here's your first taste of it, so you're not just licking your chops, right? So that's over with. But I don't need to see him play against some summer league guys when I've been watching him play against Team USA and busting Anthony Duncan, shooting threes over Anthony Davis, dunking putbacks against LeBron. You know what I'm saying? What more do I need? That guy's been playing against pros, like pros. So I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? More so him. I don't know about Dylan Harper and all them. I'm sure they were on a few of those teams, but more so Cooper Flag. But it all goes back, man. If I took you lottery pick or hell, first round, even second round, and I thought you were going to make the squad, and I needed you to make the squad and give us help in the rotation. Yeah, you're not playing. And I'm seeing you out there in one game, but that's it. And then again, guys, money, 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 money. The money is too
100%.
big for that shit. Everybody's always like, oh, back in the day they did, when people be like, back in the day when they come about sports and shit. Yeah, but back in the day, what a said sport wasn't getting paid this. An athlete wasn't getting paid that. And I'm sure if they was getting paid that, then, it'll be, different shit like, load management and or I'm not playing this or I'm not risking this. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you got a risk versus reward, man, with these teams and with these players. It's just so much different. You know what I'm saying? You got guys signing for $70 million a season in the NBA right now. You know what I mean? Shaq just signed for if I just committed to pay this man all this money and he on my team and everything follows from, the tickets being sold to the jerseys to the TV games to this, that, this, and this. Hell no, you're not playing no summer league or this or I really don't even want you playing no exhibition. I'm talking all-star game. I don't want you playing in nothing that's not a team game.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah,
Right.
we're looking forward to see how Cooper Flag is with Dallas and
He'll be all right, man.
Yeah, of course he will.
He'll be all right for the simple fact. Also, I'm sure you guys have heard this point before. He don't have to come in and save the franchise.
He don't.
He's not going to the Washington Wizards or the goddamn Brooklyn Nets or somewhere where you're going to fail any goddamn way. I don't care, but you just go there and just because you get to shoot a lot, you're going to fail because it's just automatic, right? And especially if you're trying to, there's no one man saving those type franchises. So you get to go somewhere, like Dallas, who has AD, you know what I'm saying? You still got Kyrie, even though he's hurt, he's still there, he's still practicing, he's still learning from him. He's still, you know what I'm saying? No one's looking for you to come in that motherfucker and hit 30 points a game and take us all the way to the title, Cooper Flag. Exactly. He can come in, he can make his mistakes. They don't need him to be the top scorer. Well, yeah, we need some contribution, so you don't have to worry about finding this shot early. Or nothing like that. Just go out there and be a rookie. You can actually make mistakes. And they have players around you that
takes his time. I feel like Cooper Flag, like you just have to find your play style. Like you like certain media players have their own, play style, to bring to the table. So CB, let's name some players.
The kid's 18. You know what I'm saying? So he's got plenty, and he just turned 18. And exactly. So, and again, his situation, it's kind of like another sport, right? And like, say if you're like, here's one, kind of like Dallas lucked in to getting Cooper Flag, right? To where like he's a good team. They're a good team. It's a perfect kind of match for him to come in and kind of learn the NBA and fit in and still be on a great team and have a chance of some major winning, right? It kind of reminds you of like sometimes it's about the fit. Like in football, right? You have the top quarterbacks near the draft, right? And like nobody really wants to be at the top of the draft because, you're going to get paid this and that, but you're guaranteed to go to a team that sucks. As opposed to, let's say you're Shedeur Sanders. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody that falls. You might have not even Shedeur. Say you're a quarterback that falls later in the rounds. A better example, Lamar Jackson, right? You get picked up by Baltimore, which was already a good team, and you didn't have to come in and right away and save the franchise. Like he sucked that he fell all the way to the position he did when getting drafted in the first, but it's about the situational fit. So now how that relates, like I was saying, back to Dallas, same with Cooper Flag. Somehow Dallas ended up getting the number one pick. Everyone know they wasn't supposed to get the number one pick. If you go by the chances they had for as the lottery and actually winning, they were actually a good team and were on their way to deep in the playoffs without injuries and almost still made it. Right. So somehow they get rid of Luka, the whole story, and magically they get the number one pick. Hey, that's just, however, they got it. So now it's the perfect situation for Cooper to come in and don't have to save the franchise. Here's another example, Aramis. Ray, remember Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan was the number one pick in the NBA draft. You know what I mean? But 2 year San Antonio was great. But it just so happened a year before David Robinson got hurt. So I remember we talked about this before on the show. David Robinson got hurt, so they tanked. They
Yep.
tanked on purpose just to try to get the number one pick. And lo and behold, they got the number one pick and got Tim Duncan. Now David Robinson's back the
Right.
next year. All the other people back the next year, they were sitting out, and they already had a damn good team. Now all of a sudden, Duncan didn't have to save the team. He came in and balled out, and I
Exactly.
think in year 2 they end up winning the championship.
But
So
CP, listen to this. So CP, listen to this. So just and Aramis, listen to this. Look what you just said. Don't know how Dallas got the pick, but we already talked about that last time.
right,
Yeah, we
They
did talk about
lost
that.
when they lost. What you call it? They went to the Lakers. Come on, bro.
right. So,
That
but
was
they
super.
got
They
it.
lost Luka. What do we
Right.
say? I said
So,
that's the business side of it, because how you
Yep.
gonna lose the white boy? No disrespect being in the race car, but at the end of the
right.
day,
I get
he
it.
jerseys with kids wearing his jersey,
Right.
and then you got a Cooper Flag, who's another white boy to step right in, just happened to be the number one pick, and your team just lost Luka Doncic, top 5, arguably in the league. Come on, bro.
I'm gonna do you one better.
We
I'm
already
gonna do
know.
you one better.
It's
I'm gonna do
in.
you
The
one
fix
better
is
than
in.
just being. I'm gonna do you one better from just being a white boy. He's an American-born, American white boy. That is huge in the terms of speaking in America. Like, when was the last great white player that the NBA had? That was American-born. I'm
Say it
not
back
talking
again,
about.
CP. Repeat. Say it
I
back
said,
again. Y'all was breaking up. Say it back again.
I'm gonna give you. Can you hear me?
So
No, you got to say it back again, CP. Y'all was breaking up. Aramis, you got
all right.
you back.
You can hear.
I was breaking up a little bit.
Okay, you hear us now? There you go. Thank you back.
yo, can you hear me?
Okay, can you hear me? I think we might have frozen for a second.
Yeah. Hold on.
All right.
Hold on. Let me back out and then you keep talking.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, like we said, the NBA is a business. The business side of it, whether we know how Dallas got the draft pick or whether we know, may have been something funny, some funny business, but definitely replacing one great player with another one, and still getting the top pick, some kind of fishy with the NBA. But we all know it's a business. You back, Ray?
Yo, can you
You
hear
back?
us?
No, looks like he's still having a little technical difficulties.
I'm in here. Y'all trying to.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. See, the point I was speaking with Cooper
It's
Flag.
loading.
Hey. Yeah, just keep going.
We try to get unlogged back in.
Not only is Cooper, again, is he white, and it's not a race thing, but it is what it is, especially in sports, especially in the NBA. Not only is he white, he's an American-born white. You know what I mean? That's a difference.
All right, we back on.
Not a European-born white guy. This is American-born white.
10
When was the
minutes.
last time we had an American-born great
10
player
more
in the
minutes.
NBA? Superstar. It's been a while. So now you jersey sales.
Yeah, I'm here now. We back all in. We back all on.
Triple. Okay. Yeah, I was just stating again that not only is Cooper Flag a white guy, but he's an American-born white player. We hadn't had a great one with this much hype in a while. Jersey sales. You thought Luka sold jerseys? It's not even a race thing, but it's more of it's a country thing. Like, people don't like to talk about race, but man, an American-born white player can be really, really popular in America, and not European. So he'll fit in great. Dallas will probably, I'm sure they're selling more jerseys than when Luka was there. Luka was great for them, but I think Cooper Flag can step right in for as helping the team and on the business side as well, which is really big for ownership in Dallas because they've been going through it since the Luka trade. So to have a guy come in, just get business right back going, and even better, actually.
Okay. I wanna I want to try and I want to go back to what you were talking about. You talk about the about Kyrie being out.
Right.
Um, hold on, let me fix my camera real quick. Okay, yeah, you see me now. Okay, so I want to go back to that point because I did you see that they added D'Angelo Russell
Right.
as
Good pickup.
yeah as of right now because like Kyrie is out and everything for he's gonna be out for the whole season.
It's a damn good pickup.
Yeah.
And he stayed the whole season, but I can see Kyrie coming back if they were trending for the playoffs. Then
Hmm.
I can see him coming back maybe a couple weeks before the season
Well,
ends.
yeah, maybe yeah.
But the D'Angelo, either way, the D'Angelo Russell piece is a great piece for them. Uh, it might not get them to win the championship, right? Like, lowers the
But
chances from
yeah,
if Kyrie was leading the show. But D Russ, I put a little respect on his name. D Russ can ball. He's a good regular season guy. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's really what you need him for. He can come in, especially when he don't have to be the guy, which he doesn't. He's like the third option at best on his team, maybe fourth. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if PJ Washington's still there, but either way, third option at best. So I think you're going to get Dallas is going to get a good version of D'Angelo Russell because for one, he gets to come in, start. Pretty much, he has some familiarity with Jason Kidd, I believe. Also, Anthony Davis. They were teammates. So it's actually a good fit. And again, he's a good regular season player, and that's all you need D Russ for is to come in and have a pretty good to decent regular season, and you good. If Kyrie comes back, even better towards the latter part. But if not, in worst case scenario, you at least make the playoffs with D'Angelo Russell,
100%. Um, so
especially without having to count on him to be the guy.
right, so there are a few trades that happen, and then so what we'll do is because I know that you guys are running short on time, but we'll try to hurry this up as possible.
I'm good.
Um, the trades. So, how do you guys feel about the trade so far? Because right now, Lonzo Ball just got traded to the Cavs for Okoro. I feel like that's a good piece.
Yeah, yeah,
I feel like that that fits right into Lonzo's play type because him in New Orleans that was a good that was a good trade because he's got somebody who he can give the ball to down court, and that was Zion.
right,
He's very explosive, and
right,
then for Chicago you had somebody like Zach LaVine and DeMar, and then on top of that you're going to Cleveland, which is a really good playoff team who has made it there a few times. I feel like when you add somebody like Lonzo, that's a good piece. We think about that one.
yeah. I like that piece. I like that piece too, man. Lonzo's always been. He could score, but I mean, he's always been known as a great point guard in the aspect of getting the ball to the places it need to be and the positions it need to be, kind of your traditional point guard. And that's what Cleveland needed because they have Garland, but Garland is hurt a lot, and
Yeah,
and then also he's not as traditional. He's a scorer more so as well, but still very important to Cleveland. But I think either he's going to be traded at some point because he can get value. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's traded sometime, before the season or during the season. And then Lonzo can come in and not start or maybe start for you. It depends. He could. So he can start and give you a few minutes, a healthy Lonzo, or he can come off the bench. Either way, it's a good pickup for them. And it signals I wouldn't be surprised if they trade Darius Garland because I hear his name out a lot in some of these trade rumors. And but
Darius
like I
Garland,
said,
yeah.
perfect fit for Cleveland and perfect fit for Lonzo.
Yeah, I think that's a solid pick, a solid trade because not only can he score, but he can also defend
Right.
and rebound too, and like his level of
All around
performance.
game.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
so when you add that to a somewhat second or first defensive team
Right.
who went undefeated but then lost a
Right.
few games but then made it. So I feel like if you add Lonzo to that environment,
Right.
he fits perfectly right there.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Cleveland, I think they got a I'm gonna say for right now a decent advantage for right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that they got a decent for right now, but I want to see how they progress along the way. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Cleveland should be right there, man. Maybe
yeah,
they learned, they took their lumps, for his playoff experience and this and that. So Cleveland is going to be right there, man, because we all know what the shambles the East is in right now. So everything is wide open, and don't let the King, if the King go to Cleveland now, you know what I'm saying, they might give up a few pieces, but if the King go to Cleveland and they keep, LBJ, they keep a few of them pieces, man. Never know.
yeah.
We talking about for LeBron?
Yeah,
Who you talking
Well,
about?
talk about
The
Lonzo
Lakers
going
ain't gonna
to.
trade LeBron. The Lakers
man,
ain't gonna trade no LeBron.
Hold on. How do you feel about
Lakers
the
under new ownership.
how you feel about the Lonzo Ball trade to the Cavs?
That's tough. Lonzo Ball, I like Lonzo Ball. I just said he can't stay healthy. So everything is projection with him. And then how many games can you get?
We were just talking about that. He just said that too.
It's
Like,
all projection, man.
he just said that too. I'm thinking like,
And you
yeah,
got to keep him on a pitch count. You know what I mean?
you got to keep him healthy
Right.
You
too.
got to
'Cause
keep him on a.
Yeah. That,
If he start for me, you only starting. I'm only giving you 20 minutes a night.
yeah,
That's my starter.
I'm not giving you no more than 20, bro.
And if
yeah.
you come
But
off the bench, you might
but
get
that makes you a
that.
bench. That makes you a bench player. That means I can't put you
Right.
on my starter. I gotta. Anytime you draft him, you have to implement him as a bench player.
And I think that's what this
Give me
is.
some sparks.
I
And like
feel
I said,
like
I said they might trade Garland, but nah, they're gonna keep Garland because Garland is the
yeah,
starter. The problem
they're
is
gonna keep him.
they didn't have a backup. Last year when Garland got hurt,
Yeah, they
it
didn't
was
have a
over.
backup.
Because Mitchell is not. They had a couple of Ty Jerome and a couple of people off the bench, but those dudes are more two guards. But they had them trying to play point because they had no point. Because
Right.
Garland, believe it or not, Garland gets the offense going. Because Spider is your two guard. He's a scorer. He's not
Right.
gonna run the offense. Darius Garland
Yeah.
gets everybody in shape. So, at Alonzo, I'm sure it's pretty cheap. And he's gonna come
Yeah.
off the
A
bench and
good backup. A
give you
good backup.
15, maybe 20 minutes a night if shit get crazy. And Mike can,
Yeah.
he can definitely spot start because Garland has a little
Yeah.
injury issue as well, but not as bad as Lonzo.
Yeah, he
You know?
in the rotation. He not going to nobody being a solid five.
Nah,
No, that's
nah,
if you're doing that, you're gonna keep doing the same thing.
nah.
That's
So
just
in
like
that,
Melo Ball. Melo Ball got hurt, so I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say Melo Ball is not a starter, but at the end of the day, they need to find some help. The whole Hornets, the whole situation is in shambles. I don't know what there.
Yeah,
That whole situation is terrible.
Hey,
It's a
they
scam, bro.
drafted Con Canuple. Hey, Con Canuple can play, man. From Duke, you know what I mean? White dude.
Yeah,
Con
yeah,
Canuple can play, man. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it's just they
But
gotta find
they need
somebody else
pieces.
to take all the focus off LaMelo because I get it. LaMelo probably the most popular player in the NBA, really. Believe it or not, as crazy as it sounds, amongst kids and amongst the
Yeah,
youth, right? And then
yeah.
so the Hornets, and he can ball when he's healthy. He's crazy talented. So they just let him go out there and just
Yeah.
do fuck whatever he wants because they in Charlotte. But they need some stability, man. Putting players around him that
Yeah,
can take the
you
ball
got
out of his
remember
hand.
Melo Ball is young. Melo Ball spent 1 year overseas.
I know Melo Ball young, so you right. And yeah, there needs some stabilizers around him. But back to
Yeah, they need
Cleveland.
some veterans,
That's
bro. They're like, what are you doing?
that's a great backup for Cleveland. And like I said, Lonzo, you
Yeah,
just gotta he's load management for sure. You know what I mean?
right,
Yeah,
right,
I'm
right. Yeah, yeah.
so
But
Who
I
else?
know, I
Who
know on
else
the
trade?
LeBron piece.
But I know this, and this might be off the subject. It don't matter who anybody get. It don't matter what happens. Houston Rockets winning championship next year. Guarantee it. Stamp that.
Houston
Stamp that.
they gotta
with
get
Stamp
past
that.
KD,
Warriors.
with
And I
KD
ain't
in
just
the
talking because
building.
of I
They
ain't
gotta
just
get past
talking because of
Warriors.
KD, but I'm talking because of KD. You see what I'm
They,
saying?
they gotta get
Because
past certain
listen,
Yeah, yeah.
teams.
Hey, hey,
They got,
that was a strong move right there. KD going to
now
them.
the
Strong move.
perfect move though. Perfect move for KD. Because
but the
listen,
actually,
Yeah,
you know what? You know what? Speaking of Rockets too, now that they got Katie, they're keeping Jabari for 5 years.
everybody's staying. We didn't lose nothing in the
There,
trade. That's what I'm
nah,
trying to tell you. We didn't
yeah,
that's
give
a
up
really
y'all
good
winning.
nothing.
trade right there.
We gave up
That was the
Jalen
best
yeah,
power
Green. We
move in
didn't
the
even
league
need
right there.
Jalen
yeah.
Green.
So Suns is messed up on
That was
that
a
one
power
too.
move.
Bro, we didn't give up nothing.
Phoenix
Like
messed up
Jalen
on
Green
that.
and Dylan Brooks. Bye. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
Jalen Green's out
saying?
there
yeah.
too. Jalen Green is
Because
with the
we
Hey,
ain't had
Suns
no room
now.
for Jalen Green to grow. It's been 5 years, and we paid Jalen Green, so we ain't doing dirty. We paid him, but he's
nah,
just not the fit
yeah.
because,
I thought he
listen,
left.
huh?
I thought he went to Phoenix.
Yeah, but we paid him the year before. So we didn't do him dirty. We gave him 4 years, 120 million. So he had already got his money.
Oh,
So he
oh,
can't be
so,
mad at
so
Houston.
he back. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
he
That's what I
can't.
mean. But
Yeah,
it's just after 5 years or 4 or 5 years, it's just not it. Especially with the
yeah.
development of Sagoon, you know what I'm saying, who's our all-star, right? You got Amen Thompson, who's about to be a goddamn terrorist. Especially if he get a consistent jump shots. Man, already damn
Right.
near one defensive player of the year. So there's your defense. Fred Van Fleet still on there. Cheap veteran. We just re-signed for 2 more years. He's going to come
Right.
in. He balled last year. He can shoot. He can defend. He can play all that. So, boom, you got Sagim. Boom, you got Jabari, right? Jabari was
Yeah,
a top 3 pick, and now he
as
coming
long as they
into
don't
his
get no
own.
injuries. When they don't
He
get no
coming.
injuries, they're gonna be okay. But
But
as long as they don't
listen,
get no injuries.
he coming into his own, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
Jabari. We was just talking about Jabari Smith, right? That's 4 dudes
Mm-hmm.
right there. Speaking of injuries, where the bench? We got Jeff Shepard. Don't be surprised when Jeff Shepard come out. He's gonna bust a lot of people's ass this year. Because listen, Jeff Shepard was a third pick in the he was a third pick in the draft last year, but people forgot about him because we had him in the D League back and forth. But when he got his
Right.
chance, he was just learning. But now, man, Jeff Shepard. So you speaking of the bench, you got Jeff Shepard. Boom. You got who do we trade for? Oh, we got Dorian Finney-Smith, 3-and-D guy. We got him. We signed him from the Lakers. I mean, we got Clint
Mm-hmm.
Capella, another big guy who got a little left in his tank to go with Seguin.
Yep.
Oh,
And a
coming off the
veteran.
bench,
And a veteran.
Steve and a veteran. Oh, Steven Adams, who still was busting people ass, the big old ass Steven Adams rebounding and playing defense.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
we got 3
Solid.
bigs. We got
Rim
3
protector.
bigs. If someone gets hurt, we got 3 bigs, rim protection, we got whatever you need, so we can take on the jokers.
Yeah.
We can go to
Yeah.
OKC and push around Chet. All right.
Yeah.
So now,
Yeah.
what were the Rockets missing last year, guys?
The finisher. KD.
A
The
finisher.
A finisher.
There you go. A
KD's
guy,
a 7'2"
a,
finisher, bro.
a guy I can get a ball to and say, man, we need a bucket. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Because we
Yep.
hit.
Fourth
Got
quarter.
Push him out.
KD, you don't even need to play KD to the fourth quarter.
Bro,
Just
we
play him in
got
the
all
fourth
the
quarter.
defense.
Go
Right.
show out.
That's the only
People
time you
like
need him.
people like we go to
Get him.
Houston. That's why I say he's the perfect fit. KD's about to be 37, somewhere around there. So he's the perfect fit. Now,
Yep.
as one of the best scorers and a
He
true
on the same
assassin
age as
of,
Curry.
of all
Yep.
time, right? One of those guys. Now at this age, he can truly just go to Rockets and bust people's ass. I don't need you to play defense, really. I got all these dogs on defense, you know what I mean? And there's a couple
Yep.
more dudes. We got the dude Torian Easton from LSU. I think last year he was a rookie. He a dog. I mean, so they got top. They got Houston go 10 deep. You know what I'm saying? In case you
Yeah,
run up
Houston,
against
they-
Oklahoma City that goes like
Hey,
10 deep.
Hey
So
CP,
again,
you know who they go. KD gonna be remind me of. He gonna be remind me of the same situation, a better player, but a closer like Robert Ory. We need a bucket.
that's
Give it
it.
the ball
You
over.
right. You right. Like
Like a
KD,
Robert Horry
and then listen,
situation, yo.
and listen. Now, I mean, it's not a bad city to go to too. If you look for the living wise, so KD happy.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
And then
yeah. Nah, it goes down in age.
he went he went to UT, so he get to come around the road and come visit Austin like he still do. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
he's gonna be a happy KD. We're getting a happy KD. He's coming to Houston, a talented team that was the
Yep.
number 2 seed in the West last year, and that didn't lose nobody, basically. And so just
Nah,
come in and
that's.
get buckets, bro.
Hey,
We got a
listen.
bunch of
Hey,
dogs with
CP,
defense. And
I
our
was
coach,
telling Airmans, I said, man, listen, that the whole state of Texas is gonna be about basketball. You got Cooper
man,
Flag going to Dallas. You got my team. I like Houston. I like the Spurs. You got the
yeah,
Alien. You got the two top
man.
15 draft picks. They gonna be a
Yeah,
monster.
hey,
And
they
then you
call it the
got
Texas
Katie in
Triangle.
Houston.
They say the
Man,
Texas
that shit
Triangle
gonna be crazy.
gonna be
Hey, I'm
crazy.
definitely coming down for some basketball game for that one
Man,
for sure.
listen, I'm telling you, listen. I'm
It's
within
gonna be
2
on
hours of
fire
all.
in every which
I'm within
corner.
2 hours or less than all those places. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be checking.
Hey, what you
I'm
call
gonna
it?
be
The
checking out.
Texas Triangle?
Yeah, man. So so that's why I say I know I sound like a little bit of a homer, of course, but at the same time, there is some basketball take to that as well. It's
Of
just the
course.
perfect fit, for KD as a 36, 37-year-old veteran assassin that's trying to win a ring. Just come in to do what you do best, and we got the team around you, and we also got
Yeah.
one of the best coaches in the league, in Ime Udoka. That's
Yeah.
big too.
Yeah.
So they ready.
Hey, listen, the closer, Airman's KD gonna come in there, Houston, and close the show. I promise you. The closer.
Man. So yeah, man, and so yeah, so for that, so taking it to the Rockets, the trades really what got me there, and that's pretty much. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the best trade,
And
and that's
that's
the
the
best
home team.
situation
That's the
that's
home
went
team.
down.
Yeah.
Everyone else, like I say, only shocking thing left, pretty much that I can see, is Giannis is still out there. You know what I'm saying? They still talking about the possibility Giannis
Is
might end up
Giannis going to the Lakers?
in New York. In New York, you know what I
Oh yeah.
mean? In New
If he
York,
go to
in
the
New
Knicks,
York.
I'll take him in the Knicks. The Knicks, he'll be sweet.
Yeah,
That
that's
boy
been the
ain't
rumor
going
for the
nowhere.
last few years. And
That
hey,
boy ain't
I
Giannis
going
in
thought
New
they were
nowhere.
York?
saying, LeBron was going to pull it off. Him going
Nah,
to the Lakers.
hey,
Nah, he ain't going
nah.
nowhere. He's
Listen,
staying in Milwaukee.
Giannis in New York with that team. I mean, they probably had to give up a
That's
couple
over.
pieces, but still, Brunson,
Yo, wait,
Giannis.
yo, hold on. I'm gonna say this. You talking about trades, man? Let's speak on that Damian Lillard trade, man. He back in Portland.
No, they released
Damian
his
Lillard
ass.
signed with Portland, didn't he?
He
He just
just
signed with
signed.
Portland.
Yeah. Lillard was released from Milwaukee. He went back to Portland with a
Right.
3-year contract of 141 million.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Milwaukee
he just signed
still had
42
agreed to
million or
pay him.
some old crazy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
listen though, that's like basically it's like the mid-level exception, right? Which is cool. He get to go back home, retire, blah blah blah. We get all that. That retirement next 3 years. The fans love him. Portland got to have something. Back to that business stuff we were just talking about. But he could do that. But it's kind of right on brand with Dame. Kind of slightly disappointing. Because Dame, you made all the money in the world, right? Milwaukee released you, but agreed to pay you your 5-year contract.
they
Right?
did, yeah.
They did, right? Year by year. So you could have rehabbed all this year. You could have went back to Portland and rehab with your family, but you could have rehabbed all this year. And if you really want that championship, you could have signed with any contender the following year, right? So for cheap, for any team, basically you could have got on the top team for cheap. But I do see the other side of it. You know, again, that's on brand for Dame anyway. That's why he never left Portland all them years. Dame don't really want to compete for that. But he tried it. It didn't work out. So maybe that was one of his signs to be like, I can see being like, you know
Go
what?
back to
I
the
tried
crib.
it. I ain't chasing
That's
no
a
rings.
crib.
My
He back
legacy
home.
is set. You know what I'm saying? And it's more important to finish the legacy right in
On
Portland
top of that,
because that's going to feed you the rest of your life.
on
Just
top
like
of
you
yep.
going to the Hall of Fame, that's going to feed you the rest of your life. the ring.
Yeah.
Oh well, you tried it, didn't work out, but you top whatever. You got all the money in the world. You're gonna be the ambassador of Portland forever, and you're going to the Hall of Fame. So I dig that too.
He did a business decision. He said it's
Yeah,
business now.
yep. I dig that. I dig that. You
Get
know what
my
I mean?
last little check,
He
and
tried
I'm
it.
gonna be a real estate agent
Well, shit, he up to shit now.
and a
Dame,
sports
nah.
analyst.
Yeah. Dame done made so much money. He don't really gotta do shit. If anything, he gonna be that Portland's analyst if he wants. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
But
that's
but
it.
going if we're gonna retire jersey, blah blah blah, farewell tour, and he gets to do that with Portland, all that in the next 3 years.
You know what
So
I'm
that's cool. I get that. You know what I mean? And that's
saying?
more important than that damn Chase going sit on somebody's bench next year and coming off the bench and playing, 15, 20, maybe 20 minutes for a fucking ring.
Right. Hey, Amos,
Maybe a ring.
Hey, Amos, I want to talk about the LeBron real quick because I got about 10 minutes. So I
Yeah,
gotta go.
yeah.
My girl.
I was.
Okay, let's talk about the LeBron real quick. Y'all can stay on, but I gotta roll in about 10 minutes.
All right. Yeah. We'll talk about LeBron and then we'll continue to talk about that once you hop off. Let me see if we're gonna continue that.
Yeah, y'all can stay on. Me and Aaron's been on here. I've been on here for an hour, but I gotta go with my girl right quick. We gotta go take care of something. But yeah,
Okay.
I got a few minutes to talk about LeBron real quick.
All right.
CP, I'm gonna hit you back later tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hit you back later tonight. But go ahead, Aaron. Let's talk about LeBron real quick. I'll give you about 10 more minutes.
All right. So those of you guys know that LeBron is on the urge of retirement. This is his 23rd season. Everybody know that he's been in this league for, like I said, 23 seasons. He's been, balling out. He's had a few Hall of Fame careers, as far as stat lines and accolades. But right now, his chapter is about to close because right now he just opted in a $52.6 million 1-year contract with LA Lakers. So let's just take a second to talk about LeBron real quick and his progress since year 1 to year 23. He was a gold medalist, like 3 times now, 4. He's a 3-time finals MVP and MVP.
4-time.
4-time. Gosh, I'm getting rusty with it right now.
That's all right.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Hasn't been injured, at all his season. He's been one of the players to play basketball out of high school. And on top of it, he is the first NBA player to have his son in the league and play with his son like that. That right there is legendary. I feel like that will go down in the books as like the history of having a father and son duo.
That's crazy.
On the same team playing basketball. Like that's but like I want y'all aspects on how you feel about LeBron's journey so far. Like what are y'all about that?
So let me go first. So what I'll say is this.
You go.
LeBron is probably, I ain't gonna say probably, LeBron by far period Hall of Famer. He's accomplished every feat in his career, and including being a trailblazer with feats that no one has ever done ever, and doing the things that he done with his sons and the development. He's never got in trouble. He's never got an allegation. He ain't never got caught up in no hotel scandals. The man has been crystal clean. So shout out to him. He got good people around him, his agents, the boys he grew up with. So there's nothing that you can say about LeBron from a career perspective that he didn't accomplish. He even took his homies from the hood with him. One of his best friends is top agent in the country right now. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing really that LeBron hasn't done, in his career. So at this point, I just say that, there's no need for him to continue to chase the rings. He got rings. There's no accolade that he doesn't have. He even got a school that he got in his own name, the LeBron James High School, whatever the proper name of it is. But there's nothing that the kid that do it ain't done. So, I would say he can continue to play if he want to play, but at the end of the day, he's how old is he now? 42? 41?
About to be 41.
How's
He's
LeBron?
41.
He
41.
41 years old, bro.
Yeah.
So 41-year-old, he's still arguably the top 10 in the league.
Right. Yeah, he
Arguably
made he
top
made
10.
second team All NBA last year. That's a fact.
Yeah, top 10. Yeah, I would go to top. I would say not top 5, but you could give some arguments based on his previous. But I'm talking about performance today. He's
Yeah.
still arguably top 10 at 41. And if you look at it, the only players that played that long is like Kareem. I think Kareem played to 43, and you can still get a bucket. And so that ain't about getting a bucket. To me, it's like, what are you staying for? Like, because his legacy is solidified. It ain't about no money. Like CP said, the bag is secure. And ain't
Even
nothing
the
you can do.
business ventures are secured, I think, for him too by this
Yeah.
point, being in
So,
LA.
so to me, it's just like at this point, you got to remember at some point in your career, you can stay and it will hurt you more than help you. Because there's nothing I could think of for LeBron that can do that'll help his legacy. So at my thing, I would say, go ahead and retire. Just leave. Leave the game, bro. While you're ahead of it, there's nothing else for you to prove. Even Jordan. Jordan left at the highest pinnacle of his game and came back.
He cut out again. Yo, you good?
I would just say this is his last season and call it a day, man. It's nothing more for you to prove. If you want to go support your sons, he got another son coming out. His other son should get drafted coming up this year or coming up now. I think his younger son just signed with Arizona. And he going to Arizona to play college ball. So, go be a fan. Keep being and do what you do. There's nothing else for the proof. So my vote would be that this would be LeBron James last year. You take the $53 million and thank you.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. There's nothing, besides the joy of the game. And I'm never one to, if you still got the joy, you're still healthy, go ahead and keep playing. So I'm never one to tell someone to quit playing. But I mean, in like LeBron's case, man, the rings, yeah, I'm sure he still wants to win. But I don't think that's as big of a narrative to him as it is to everyone else. People like to say that. But I think LeBron's really just playing the game. You love the game. You play that long and you're that good. You do all the accomplishments. It wouldn't surprise me either way. Maybe one more shot if he finds a way to get to Cleveland this year. Maybe he'll sign a 2-year deal there. But if he stays with the Lakers, I think this is it. And which it should be. The dude has lived up to every hype. When this dude was playing pickup ball with Michael Jordan in like 10th grade when Mike was doing his comeback. You know what I mean? They were calling this dude down. This dude was legendary. You were hearing about this dude, and all of a sudden, the dude was on magazine covers. From the time he was like 17 years old. So he's lived up to
High school.
he's lived up to the hype. Like, it was no other hype for this dude coming out. No one's ever came out with this much hype on him. Not only did he live up to it, basketball wise, personal wise, business wise, he's been great for the NBA. He's the GOAT for his business for the NBA. Mike was, though. Mike got him to where they but right now LeBron makes the league still relevant, believe it or not. And I think that's a big part of it. He knows he still has that relevancy. Because that's hard to just stop because you probably have a lot of responsibilities with the league. They probably put pressure on you. Can you play one more year? This, and that. And not only his game, but then, like I said, he's still relevant. He still affects the TV ratings. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So when that is going on, he's still selling merch. He's still this. He's still affecting ratings. And when all that's happening combined with you're still, putting up those stats, at this point you just gotta say keep going because I hadn't seen the drop off. You know what I'm
Well, you know
saying?
why? But you know why they keep going? Because
Not,
nobody took the face yet. Nobody took over as the face.
Yeah.
And they're looking for somebody to take the face.
That's another reason. And he's declined this play a little bit, but he, of course, with age, and he switched it up. But at the same time, he's still putting up numbers, and there's still no true face. He's still the face. He's still the guy. You know what I'm saying? He still brings out the numbers. He still brings out the eyeballs. He still so in that aspect, man. I mean, I said at this point, just keep going. You know, what I mean?
Yeah, I
Hell,
like what you
make
said though, CP. Maybe one more year, finish this
yeah,
year, and if you go one more year, just leave and go to Cleveland and retire. One more year at
yeah.
Cleveland,
Go to
retire at
Cleveland and
Cleveland.
play that even with the Lakers. Say this is last year with the Lakers, right? Well,
Yep,
now he'll be a free agent. Right, go back to Cleveland. They'll still be really damn good. You can sign with them for the veterans minimum. You know what I'm saying?
that's it. That's
And
it.
just try to get that
And
one.
and might still win another one.
Yeah, and
So they
get that.
loaded.
Yep, get that one last go, and then also do your farewell tour in Cleveland. You see what I'm saying? As a Cavalier, so
Yeah.
I can, and Bryce will be in the league too, maybe. So you know
Yep.
what I mean?
Never
So
know.
I see
Hey,
him
hey, but
playing one
gentlemen,
more
I'm
year
out, man. I
after this,
love y'all. We'll talk back. Y'all go ahead and keep it going. I'll jump back in on next time.
for
All right,
sure.
but
Yeah.
Okay. All right. One.
Yeah, so
all
I can see LeBron playing one more year after this. It might not be with the Lakers, but he can definitely be a free agent next year, not tied to anybody. And if he still has that want to go get on a good team and give it one last run, you know what I'm saying? And I can see him definitely going to doing that in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? And taking his farewell tour there and doing all that. Because now you can sign with Cleveland and they don't have to give up any pieces next year. You know what I mean? After this season, or anybody for that aspect and for that matter, they don't have to give up any pieces. You can just literally go there and sign for the veterans minimum.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And boom. And
yeah.
so I think that's what I think. Yeah, I definitely got another year after this, barring no injuries.
Okay, so um, I'm gonna read off LeBron's his whole career highlights and stuff like that. So let's take a second to read that off. Um, we all know his history of career wise was he played in Cleveland, since '03 till um he did 11 seasons in Cleveland. He did 4 seasons in Miami. He did 7 seasons with the Lakers. He's a 4-time All NBA second team. He was and the years were 2025, 21, 07, and 05. He was a 4-time All NBA third teams in 2024, 2023, 22, and 19. He was the NBA Cup MVP. That was in 2024. He was the NBA Cup All Tournament Team 2024. He was a 4-time Finals MVP 2020, 2016, 13, and 12. He's a 13-time All NBA First Team 2020, 18, 17, 16, all the way till 2006. He's a third-time All-Star MVP 2018, 2008, and 2006. He's an All-Defensive Second Team 2014, 4-time MVP 2013, 2012, 2010, and 2009. He's a 5-time All-Defensive First Team 2013, 2012, 2011, 2010, 2009. He's a Rookie of the Year in 2004. He's an All Rookie First Team 2004. That just shows how big of a resume LeBron has.
That's what I'm saying.
Now,
Yeah.
now, just imagine if he played at least 2 more years. How many more records is he gonna break at this point?
His records are untouchable. That scoring record, I mean, I get it. Guys can come in like Cooper Flag and blah blah blah, and have it play a long time, but you have to play an extremely long time at the
Yeah,
best in the world ever type level. So that record's not, I thought it was gonna be untouchable. That no one Kareem's record, but he broke it. But yeah, basically all his records are gonna be untouchable, and yeah, I'm sure I would like that as a player. Shit, I'm gonna if I keep playing, people like that's Pat Static. So what? It's not Pat Static when you're still an All NBA player. You see what I'm saying?
exactly.
If you was trash, still trying to hang on just for points, yeah. But this is LeBron. So yeah, leave all that. I might not get the rings, but I'm gonna get every single record. And like I said, I truly believe. Oh, this is definitely his last year in LA, right?
Yeah, it's,
And
it's, it's definitely his last year in LA, and I
and
think. Go ahead,
no,
CP.
no, I was just gonna say I heard his wife even though I heard, and he even said it, that his wife wants him to retire, which I
Yeah.
can believe it.
Oh yeah, you heard that too.
Yeah, it's true, but man, listen,
Yeah.
think about it, man. Listen, I'm married, so I
Uh-huh.
know what it's like when wife
Right.
starts saying this and that. Eventually, you gotta make this shit happen because she basically saying, look, I'm tired of this shit. It's time for you to retire. We're tired of living in this, just the world. Like, just it's time for him to retire. She's like,
Time for him
I
to
mean,
go. Yeah.
she's been in the NBA. They've been together since high school in this basketball stuff. She's like, hey, look, it's time to wrap this up. Yeah,
They're doing it for too long, man. Like
it's time to wrap this up. Our kids are
we know, right?
getting older. Dude, it's time to wrap this up. So I know
Right.
what that's like. So he don't have long. That's why I say, yeah, if this could be his last season, because if she on his ass about that for real, yeah, hey, that's a real thing. And
You
then,
know for a fact that he finna retire next year.
man, immediately after the
You
season,
know
man,
he
she
finna
like, look,
retire.
this is it. So
If you opt in for 1 year, that's a guarantee. You know that's a clue. He's gonna retire next year,
yeah,
100%.
yeah. Well, they just it's why not? You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to really sign a long term deal, and they're not going to sign you for a long term deal. So yeah, I would have took my money too. You know what I'm saying? And then finish my last year here. I mean, they're going to be decent. It's not like they're going to be trash. You know what I mean? Lakers are going to be good. And then I take my talents back to Cleveland. Matter of fact, I'll do a show like he did from the first original when taking his talents to South Beach, which he might, because everything's about money, and he'll sure produce it and get paid. You know what I mean? Do a whole show like that and take his talents back to Cleveland and sign a 1 year veterans minimum deal. Come in and give it a run and win a championship. Because again, they won't. Or Cleveland or whatever team, right? But Cleveland would be perfect. That team wouldn't have to give up shit because it wouldn't be a trade, and you wouldn't have to. He just wants a veteran minimum. He's not. So you can still pay people and keep people on your team.
Yeah, LeBron he also said that he wants a big like some kind of parade.
That's what I'm saying. Go
Yeah,
to Cleveland,
yeah,
sign to Cleveland, and do it. Even if
well,
he announced this year, even this year, I wouldn't want. If I'm LeBron, it only makes sense, right? I would do that in Cleveland. You know, you the kid from Akron. You know what I'm saying? So he don't really want the farewell in L.A. because that's not the love that he gets love there and all that, but that real hometown Cavalier Cleveland love, that's the love he wants when he does the farewell tour. You know what I mean? Which is right, only right. So
yeah,
that's it. Bryce will be in the league next year.
oh yeah,
If
that's right.
maybe
Yeah,
he might. I mean, Bryce might stay another year. You
we'll
never
see.
know. But if he does come to the league, I mean, dude will be playing with or against both his sons. Now after that, it's time to go.
Yeah, then at that point, then you gotta set it, my brother. You gotta put it up, man. You gotta hang it
Yeah,
up. You
I
gotta
don't
hang it
care if
up.
you can keep
'Cause,
playing ever, pops. It's time to go, pops. It's
yeah,
time.
nah.
That's when it's time to be like, say. And then you know what? And then he's really into like supporting all his kids, but his daughter is like plays basically AAU volleyball, and like so he's always traveling with that, and she's at that age where it's time to like okay, if you really she's like 11, 12, or whatever, so it's time to like. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to catch her stuff, so he ain't long for it no more. You know what I mean? And like I said, another big thing, his business ventures that he wanted to get going, not besides the ones he had already before he came to LA, but more so the TV production stuff,
Mm,
from everything, all his shows online, from Untitled, I think the name of his show is, and then all the other little things he do, like not little things, big things like the barbershop,
yes, yes,
all
yeah.
that type stuff. I've seen other stuff that he's produced with his business partner and friend Maverick Carter. I've seen, you read certain little stuff, a show I might watch, and I'll actually read, the print somehow, who produced what, and I'll see LeBron James and Maverick Carter. I'm like, okay, these boys are everywhere.
Exactly.
So all his contacts are in place in LA. Everything, everything is in place. The business, the contacts, everything is set up for afterlife. He won a championship in LA as well. So now he can go back to Cleveland, finish his career, do his farewell tour, and still have a chance, probably a better chance, uh, to win the championship than he would if he was still in LA after this year. So yeah,
Yeah.
it only makes sense. I can totally see that. Take your money here. It's a 1 year deal. You just go and do your thing, and boom, totally. It'd be the perfect ending, barring no injuries. You know what I mean? And I'm not 100% sure that that's how it go, but it seems like it could be headed that way. You know what I mean? So I want to see it. It'd be good for the league. Be good for him. Be good for fans. You know, let's see that.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, we pretty much covered most of everything. Um, Thank you for having the time to come on the show so we can you know I know it's been a while. Yeah,
Right, right.
it's been a minute since you've seen the three of us on the show. But please take the opportunity to to watch the live stream, show some love, with us,
Show
like
some love.
spread, like spread the news to your friends, family, coworkers, whoever. Let them know that about the basketball knowledge. That we talk. We got ball knowledge, we got old school and new school knowledge, and we speak nothing but the truth out here. Be keeping it real. We ain't telling no lies. And if y'all fans ever want to come on to the show and speak your mind about a certain topic, please DM us, and we'll bring you on the show, and you can just boom, go ahead. We'll give you we'll give you as much time as you want to speak what you want, and then we'll ask you questions on how you feel about certain things, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, so next episode is gonna be this hopefully this Sunday,
Yeah.
if I can, because I know my
Oh,
grandmother.
I as much as I want to, I can't pull it off this Sunday. I'll be out of town. For the audience, I'll be out of
Yeah,
town. I
I
have a
might have
wedding.
to.
Go ahead.
I might have to move it to either Monday or next following Sunday, because my grandmother's birthday is just coming up Sunday. So
Yeah, my
we
wedding
got.
anniversary is
Hey
this weekend, man. So I'll be out of town.
man,
I know.
congratulations, man.
Hey, thank you. And I know if I back to that kind of while we were talking about LeBron and Savannah, and she's like, hey, we time to wrap this shit up, and he had to do it. Yeah, it's kind of like the same this weekend in the middle of our anniversary stuff. I'd be like, oh, babe, I gotta stop and do this podcast. She'd be like, what?
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Well,
So I get it. So we can definitely, if you move it to the following Sunday,
yeah,
yeah, we can
we'll probably
definitely.
do that.
I definitely can be a part of that.
All right, yeah, cool. So I'll probably tell you guys a little sneak peek of the not this coming up Sunday, but the next following Sunday. What we'll do is like a little game activity where we'll have we'll kind of list a team of old school and new school players, and to see if we can build a team that can go 82-0. We'll do like some kind of game, something like that, like make things fun, kind of like, because we pretty much just cover everything basically.
Right.
We covered the draft picks, we covered the trades, we covered what's gonna happen this going on season about LeBron, leaving. Like we covered everything. So
Yeah, we get it done.
we're just gonna come up with some with some scenarios the next following Sunday. We'll see how that goes. But please like, subscribe, put on post notifications so you can get recording or live or clips. Instagram, mine is air_Demon King.
Tell somebody.
Yeah, tell somebody, man. The clips will be in the making, and will be uploaded on Wednesday. Wednesday will be the time that the clips will be uploaded. I will be tagging you and Uncle Ron in there, because we're part of that now.
Let's do it.
So, but this is it. Let me go ahead and put the music on, and we're gonna get the rolling on me. You feel me? All right. There it is. You hear the music, you already know what it is. if you enjoyed today's show, make sure you like and comment and subscribe, put the post notifications, and then you know what I'm saying. Tell us what you think about what you've heard so far, coming from me, my co-host CP, and my co-host Uncle Ramon, and tell us what you think and let us know. But with all being said, this has been the Best Picture for Knowledge. I'm your co-host Aramis. You gotta say your name. That's all right.
I'm in the zone. Hey, I have sports talk on my mind.
It's okay. My boy CP in the building, man. But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Have the rest of y'all lovely Sunday, and we'll see y'all the next following Sunday. Peace out.
Yep. Ugh.